This first picture, this is the first look that I had of Marvel's M.O.D.O.K. This is
Oh
the
my
first thing that
god.
I saw, man. I was furious. I was furious. How dare they give us Marvel's Robot Chicken, yo? Like, come
It
on.
literally looks like Robot Chicken.
Oh my god. And with such a good character though, like
No.
come on. And especially at the time when we're playing Marvel's Avengers, you've either played it or you're playing it, and you know that M.O.D.O.K. is like the main villain in that story.
The
And then,
hell is this picture supposed to tell us?
so what is this? Like,
Yes,
bro, it looks like it's just a normal life, like of a normal day in the life of M.O.D.O.K. Like, bro, you're at
and I don't know. Maybe I don't know if that's the scientist girl that he works with. Maybe his mom. I don't know. Like that's what this makes it seem like. Is that his sister? Like like I don't know.
I am furious.
I don't know what's going on.
Riot said ruined him. I agree completely, right? They ruined him, yo. Look at this guy, man. What is this? What is this, yo? This is ridiculous is what it is, man. I'm furious, bro. Like, let's look at where's the next one? Where's the next one?
It's pretty bad, yeah.
Boom. What is this? What is this? Who's this?
Who's that? Who's that?
What is this? Is this a family? Does he have a family? Is this his daughter and she's a head, like he's a head, and this is his son and this is his wife? Is that what's happening here? Ah, bro, what is this, bro? What is this, man?
Maybe it'll be better when we watch it. I don't know.
You know what I thought we were getting? I thought we were getting like something amazing. Like I thought we were
Shield, like quality.
Yes, but like I thought it was gonna be I knew it was gonna be a cartoon. That's what I thought. I thought we were getting like the Harley Quinn show. You know what I mean? From Disney. From DC, not DC. But that's what I thought we were gonna get. Not this. I'm furious.
It's just rated R though.
Yes, that's why I said Robot Chicken though, because it looks like this and it's gonna be rated up.
I guess that's the cool part about it. With the exception of how it looks.
Awesome blood from stop motion. That's amazing.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe
like, bro, come on. Like, what is this? Okay, here's another one.
Is it supposed to be funny? Is that what this is?
Well, yeah, because they have Patton Oswalt as him. He's a comedian, so he's gonna be funny.
Oh, fuck.
What?
This is one of my favorite stills that we get, though.
Oh yeah,
I will say that this is one of the cooler ones that we do see.
You see him being a villain.
Yeah,
he got the Monsters Inc. Team behind him,
and I believe we see them a bit more as well in a couple other stills.
Yeah. Yeah, this is the better one though, because you see that he's he got Saws. I'm hoping I'm not like hoping, but he's probably gonna murder this person.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I'm hoping that when it happens, it looks decent. That's that's the thing, is like if stuff looks decent, then I'm not gonna be too mad about it, but I'm still gonna feel some type of way. Because right now I'm feeling some type of way, definitely. Like,
who are these hazmats? Maybe he works with Shield.
No, it's AIM. You know what I mean?
Oh, you're right.
It's their version of AIM looking weird.
I forget. AIM isn't in the MCU quite yet. Is it?
AIM is in the MCU.
Did we see him?
Yeah, that's the freaking. Hold on, AIM MCU. Fucking who works for AIM? Someone works for AIM, bruh.
I know we have Hammer Industries, we have Stark Industries.
Iron Man 3. That's the dude that works in Iron. That's
shit.
That's AIM.
Okay.
The mechanics right there.
Okay.
Yeah. That Advanced Idea Mechanics, or AIM, is the main antagonist faction of the 2013 Marvel film Iron Man 3. It is a scientific development organization funded in part by grant of the U.S. government.
I've only watched that movie like twice. I need to actually rewatch that movie.
It's not the best one, but it is.
Yeah,
2
is my favorite though. I love 2. That one's like my favorite one.
2 is pretty good.
Obviously, 1's good too.
The main villain is Aldrich Killian, and he's like the CEO of AIM in that movie. The nigga that goes boom.
Yeah, just blows up.
Yeah, he just blows up, just blows up energy from his hands. let's keep going down the list. Update stream. And this one looks like, okay, this I don't know if this is like a behind the scenes one. This one that we're looking at now. I don't know if this is behind the scenes or what, but it really, 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 really was. It really
It looks like it's behind the scenes. Maybe he's being interviewed.
yeah.
Unless
That's what I am kind of irritated about, is that it looks like he's being interviewed. Like,
unless it's just like literally behind the scenes of like someone working on the footage right now.
that's what I'm hoping it is more someone working on the footage.
Because that's what it looks like, but it also looks like because it is stop motion, so it kind of has that realistic look to it.
Oh
So
no, I think that is what it is, because of here's the neck still that we have, and it's the actual like stop motion part. So yeah, that was like them looking at the camera. I'm not happy about this, but hey, what can you do?
yeah, it's. I wonder how long it's been since they started it, because I know stop motion does take quite a bit of time to actually use and make stuff out of. So hopefully their team's working pretty hard, because it's not easy.
Oh, man. I hope we get a trailer or something soon.
Yeah, I think that's what we need.
We
These
need
pictures,
some substance.
I think these pictures are pushing us in the wrong direction. And I think
right now it seems like just a show about oh man, it's just like a day in everyday life of
it's The Office, but with M.O.D.O.K.
Yes, precisely, and that is not. It's Office, but it's M.O.D.O.K. and it's stop motion. Like that is too much. That's too much.
Yeah. Instead of Michael, it's M.O.D.O.K. And then we have one yellow suit's a Jim, one yellow suit's a
exactly.
Yeah.
And then this girl right here is probably like a Pam or something, you know. And then he goes home, and then he has his big head daughter that's a big head like him, his son that's like his wife, and then his wife. Like, come on, bro. We're getting freaking Family Guy, but M.O.D.O.K. You know, it's like, come on, fam.
Yeah, it'll be
American M.O.D.O.K.
It'll be interesting to see how it goes.
This right here already looks like he's on some type of TV show or something like that. You know, like this dude, he looks like he might be like the host of a show or something, talking to him, telling him that he can't do that on the show or on the set or something along the lines of that.
Maybe it is a TV show. Like, what if it's a TV show and a dude in a costume?
Like, what if it's really The Office, like you said? Like, what if he really looks at the camera and like they're all talking? Yeah, that.
This is just propaganda to make AIM look good, type of thing.
And then we got this silver dude right here. Not sure who he
Plot
is.
twist: it's Silver Surfer.
Yeah, exactly. Furious the first time he's Silver Surfer. It's like this.
Yeah, I don't know who that is. Dr. Doom, maybe? I don't know.
For real. Like, what? I don't know. Oh, okay. Yep. And then that's it.
Yep. And so let us know what you guys think, because this is definitely
I'm not happy about that one.
It's a different different move that we've seen from Marvel TV. So it'll be the vibes. Yeah, it's not the strat. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Moving on to the second thing. New Mutants will be available for digital, Blu-ray, and 4K UHD on November 17th, and pre-orders are still available. I'm pretty sure they're still available. I'm pumped.
Yeah,
I'm not pumped that I can't see it in theaters, but
yeah, facts.
You know, it is what it is.
You know the roller coaster that we've been on with this movie.
Yeah,
you know? So and then I know it's not MCU, but to have some Marvel anything, I'm happy for it. You know,
me too.
So like
maybe it'll be a great movie. It'll be a great movie.
And then the trailers have gotten significantly better. Like as the time goes on. Remember how surprised we were when we saw that last trailer, and like there was like teleporting, and she had like the light sword
and
somebody, and we were like, bruh, this is nothing that we saw before. They turned it more into a superhero movie before and they made it seem more like a horror movie at first, you know?
Yeah.
Like it didn't seem like it was going in the direction that it is now. And I hope that's in part too because of Marvel taking over and like kind of changed. Maybe they changed up some stuff going into it as well.
Mhm.
They hopefully, I'm hoping we see some really dope stuff from this movie. Like,
I think
was
it'll
it
be a hit,
supposed
man.
to be in the Foxverse, or was this is like a standalone movie from the jump? You know what I mean? Like, were they
You
trying to
know,
integrate it with Deadpool and their X-Men and all that?
we'll have to see. I think with the way everything that went down with Disney and
I mean,
Fox,
like before that happened, when they were initially making this movie, was it intended to be part of the Foxverse? You know what I mean?
I
Was it?
think so.
Mhm.
But I feel like part of the whole process of them making the movie was in the middle of the deal between Disney and Fox on the down
Oh,
low.
so
So
that's what caused a lot of the issues and delays with the movie in the first.
yeah,
All right,
and
okay.
then yeah, so I just can't wait to see it. We've been waiting for this movie for like what 5 years almost feels
I
like.
feel like it's like 5 years, man. Like
Literally since we got out of high school, I feel like that this movie's been a thing.
the New Mutants has been supposed to be out.
Yeah, and so it might be 4, but I know it's been quite a few years since when it was supposed to come out. Um, but we'll have to wait and see. And hopefully one day we can see it in theaters. I'm sure everything will kind of be backlogged in theaters. Hopefully.
Yeah, like that's one of the things that we keep advocating for is for all of like when it is available and open up again, like we are all able to go and
Yeah.
see it. Like
Yeah. And
yeah,
then
April 22nd, 2017.
okay, so it's been 4? No, 3.
Yeah.
3 years.
The New Mutant gets its yeah.
Yep. I think we found out about it like in 2015. I felt like somewhere around there.
Like, oh yeah, this is gonna be a thing. And we were like, oh yeah, let's go. And then they were like, all right, it took us 2 years to make it. It's about to come out. Okay, let's go. And then it was like, well,
Yeah, sorry. Not happening.
yeah, awesome.
But you know, this is a common thing occurring. Going into our next thing, we see Pixar's next film, Soul, will be going to digital release on Disney Plus on December 25th. Um,
Smart move.
smart move.
Smart move. Everyone's gonna be watching that at Christmas time.
Definitely. And the best part is this movie is, I think, got 100% on Rotten Tomatoes, and
Oh.
people are raving about this movie.
And this is the movie with Jamie Foxx, correct?
Yes, I believe he's voicing the main character.
He's the main character. Yeah.
Yep.
Because I know they had a similar animation style movie with Will Smith and
Was that Disney though?
I think it was Disney.
I thought it was the same people that made Minions.
That's Disney, bro.
I don't. I think
Everything
it's.
is Disney, isn't it?
I don't think it is Disney. I think it's Universal. Low key.
Is Illumination?
Yeah, I think it's. I don't. I think it's either separate or I think it's Universal.
What? Oh, that movie was called Spy, I think.
I think it was Spy. Spy in Disguise or something like that.
Spy in Disguise.
Yeah.
Spies in Disguise.
That's what it is. Yep.
Never saw that movie. Never really heard anything about it either. Oh, that was a Fox one. Oh, okay.
Will Smith plays the
The
yeah.
main character that gets turned into a pigeon.
Yeah, it's probably good. Will Smith doesn't really ever get into like bad movies, so the probably is good.
Spider-Man as the other character. I can't.
Mhm.
I don't know why I can't think of his name.
Common? No,
Huh? Spider-Man?
no. I was thinking of Spider-Man of the Spider-Verse because his uncle's Common.
No, like Spider-Man. Spider-Man. Like right now, Spider-Man in the MCU. Spider-Man.
Andrew Garfield. No, not Andrew
What the
Garfield.
hell are you talking about?
I don't even know. I'm so confused. Tom Holland. I'm sorry.
There you go.
Yeah. I was like, why am I thinking like this? What is going on?
Everyone's name is.
I don't know what just happened. Sorry about that, guys.
But yeah, yes, it's him and then bruh and Will Smith. Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, and apparently, yeah, and the story, the way this,
Oh, it's supposed to be freaking like you said. It's supposed to be like next level, like the
next
feel good movie of the year. You know, like one of those.
So I'm excited for it, man. So I didn't realize it was Christmas Day. The 25th is Christmas Day, so that's probably something that's going to be going down in a lot of households.
Yeah, bro, they're gonna make
Um,
bank off of that,
yep. And
or
this
are
kind of
because everyone's gonna be together.
goes with apparently Disney's moving for towards focusing on streaming. This can be a good thing in terms of Marvel. Hopefully down the road.
Yeah, that's
They
awesome.
haven't said anything regarding Marvel, but
Are we supposedly supposed to be getting Black Widow still or something like that?
maybe.
I seen a rumor. Yeah, and it was like this might be happening.
I think we'll find out in January, but for now, I think we just have that
January's not this year
the
anymore.
May date for Black Widow.
Ooh.
Um, but we'll have to see. We'll have
Mhm.
to see. Um,
So
moving forward,
I'm gonna be juiced about that.
um, the Hollywood Reporter. They've been pretty credible when it comes to news and stuff like this. But apparently, Doctor Strange is going to be the new mentor for Spider-Man, filling in the steps of Iron Man. Um, I didn't see this coming, if I'm being honest with you.
I
Um,
think we had a conversation about someone becoming his mentor, and Doctor Strange was the last person that we like thought of. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
mm, I wasn't thinking about that at all.
yeah.
But I guess he fought and like bled with him on Titan.
But if
So
you think about it, it makes so much sense because Doctor Strange is Tony Stark. You know what I mean? They're like the same person. It's just
yeah,
Brett's a doctor and he was with the technology, and now
yeah,
well, technology and magic, basically. You know what I'm saying? They were two sides of the same coin. So that makes sense. And then I'm pretty sure Doctor Strange is taking over. Like Benedict Cumberbatch is going to take over as the new Iron Man type thing.
yeah,
So he's going to be in all the movies, bro, because he can
yep,
teleport. He can do all of the stuff. He got the multiverse deal going on. He's going to be in. He can be in every single movie. Just pop up and be like, "Hey, yo, we need you. Come on."
yep.
Like, so that's amazing. I think that's going to be awesome, bro. And they just gave not they've never had them even discuss anything together really, we've never seen any meaningful screen time with Doctor Strange and Spider-Man. So for them to just all of a sudden, be like mentors, like that's
Mhm.
his mentor now, that's going to be like crazy. Like I don't
Yeah,
know if we're going to see some fight back from Spider-Man, like, yo, you're not, you know what I mean? You're not
yeah,
Iron Man, like you're not my dad type complex thing,
yeah.
That would be awesome. Like, bro, like, but I don't know. I don't know. I'm interested. That's awesome. I think that's dope. How do you feel about it?
Uh, with everything that we've been hearing about what's happening in this next phase of the MCU,
Mm,
it's definitely no surprise that they ended up going with Doctor Strange, kind of taking on that mantle of being the Iron Man for Spider-Man. Um,
yeah, that's true.
but because, like you said, I think he's going to be an integral part of the whole story moving forward. Um, and obviously, with COVID going on, we don't really know what that whole story is going to be anymore. But I think it's a smart move in terms of like writing creatively and script stuff. I don't know. I just didn't expect us to train. I don't even know who I was thinking of beforehand. If I'm being honest,
I think we said Captain Marvel.
that is true. That's right, Captain Marvel. Um, and I don't know.
Just made sense, but
It did. It made sense. We'll have to see what her role is going to be coming up in the MCU as well. Um, maybe she'll take charge of the satellite or station in space. I forget the name of the station.
sword,
Sword, yes.
sword base.
So maybe that's the move. We'll have to see. Um, maybe in WandaVision we can find out a little bit of what's going down. Um,
Okay, see, this is my thing though. All right, so all the rumors have been that in these next phase, we're going to have a ground level threat and a space threat,
mm,
and that's why everybody instantly was like, "Oh, that means Doctor Doom and Galactus." You know what I mean? That
yeah,
was like the first thing everybody said. Um, but now it seems that we're going to have three, adding in a multiversal threat.
that's true.
Okay, and I feel like that is that they're building up everything to tell us that, but they're still only focusing on the space level threat and the ground level threat. You know what I mean? Like
Mm-hmm.
they're not telling us that this is what's really happening, even though they are telling us. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like it's possible that we don't get any backstory for a lot of characters. We don't get any stuff like that for characters. They just kind of show up.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like they're just like, boom, there. Like how Mysterio's story is actually true. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
there are other Earths. There are heroes on those Earths. Doctor Strange knows that. And it's I think it was now thinking about it though, it's kind of interesting that they didn't automatically go to Doctor Strange when someone came and said that they were from somewhere else. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
that is kind of weird.
We'll
But
have to see because Mysterio was kind of shady. So, you
kind
know.
he was he was the embodiment of shady.
Yeah, he was pretty shady. So
He
we'll
was
have to
a snake
see.
in the grass.
And maybe what he said was true. Maybe he was smart. He just wasn't didn't think the same level the way that Tony did.
Mm,
Um, and I don't know. We'll have to see. Because again, apparently he's dead after what happened in Spider-Man: Far From
I don't think
Home.
he's dead.
But because of how shady he is, I don't think he is. Um, but he did mess up Spider-Man's life in the end there with the revealing who he was. So
And then that just goes into
we'll see.
our next announcement though, which is that Doctor Strange is going to be in the Spider-Man
Yep.
3. So that literally just connects the dots that were literally that you know what I mean? That it connects it. There's the meat of the conversation right there. It's like,
Yeah.
okay, we got it. Like, and then we're already hearing all these rumors about all the Spider-Man stuff going on.
It's
You know,
insane.
it's insane about all the stuff that's supposed to be going on with Spider-Man.
They're not playing at
They're
all with
just,
this.
bruh. It's like, bruh. It's yeah, it's amazing. I'm ready. What a time to be alive, type
I
thing.
know. And then plot twist, COVID's still going on. Yeah, sorry, you're not going to see another Spider-Man movie for the next 5 years.
Facts. They'll give us time
um,
to record and make every single movie that we have to record for the next phase, and just
yeah,
not let you see it though.
yeah, we're just not going to, it's
Hey, you
fine.
know what? This is how I feel. If we don't see another movie for a while, but we see a hell of a lot increase in Disney shows, like the movie, like the shows that are like movies, I wouldn't even be mad about that. And then
I
when
think that'd be a
theaters
good move.
open, we got like a year of for show movies just already stacked up and waiting, and then now they get ahead of the, you know what I mean? We're not waiting for movies. These movies can actually be better and better because they get more time to work on them, you know?
Yeah.
So it could be a give and it could be a take. It's a give take type of situation. We can
Hmm.
get like movie level stuff on the Disney Plus, and then the movie stuff actually be next level every single time. You know, because they're ahead of the game. They got their fucking graphic designers and their editors and everything working, putting pedal to the metal. You know, so
Yep.
sounds amazing.
I'm excited, man. I
I'm
really am. Like we were saying, Doctor Strange, Spider-Man. Apparently in the comics they do have their own little
mm-hmm.
uh thing going on. Same with Captain Marvel and Spider-Man. That's why we were kind of talking about Captain Marvel.
Yep.
Um, Either way, I have faith in Marvel Studios. Whatever they give us is definitely going to be amazing,
Yep.
without a doubt. Um, but speaking of MCU, um, moving into our next topic, in an interview with Yahoo, Natalie Portman revealed that Jane Foster in Thor: Love and Thunder will be able to see her be a hero or do her thing, all while undergoing her cancer treatment. So they're going to be taking on and following the footsteps of the main Jane Foster storyline, which is pretty cool, right away. And so I'm pretty excited to see how they're going to implement that within the MCU. What do you think about that?
I think it's sad. I
It,
think
it,
it's sad for Thor. That's how
it'll definitely be a tough tough.
I feel like Thor cannot catch a break, bro. Why are they doing my guy like
I
that?
know.
That's how I
I
feel.
know.
It's like after everything he's been through, like y'all ain't gonna just let him get this one. Like y'all ain't gonna let him be happy in one movie. Like not
Yeah,
one. He got to suffer in every single movie, bro. Like he can't just be happy with his lady for one movie. Like
I
take
know.
her out in the next one or something.
It's
Because
tough.
we all know Jane Foster's fate. We know it. We know what it is. So
Yeah.
unless they do some crazy shit, like she had like that's why she gets the hammer is because she's dying from what I mean, everything
Hmm.
that's going on, and then Thor's like, here you go. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
it gives her like bestows the power of Thor onto her or something like that, and then maybe
Hmm.
he dissipates and like goes into the nether realms or goes to Valhalla or whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And maybe that's a way to write off him as a character and write her in as a character or something.
Yeah.
But I'm not. I just don't want. I just feel bad for Thor. Like that's just it. I'm happy about them sticking to the comics and
Yeah.
us getting Lady Thor the way we should get her. But man, poor Thor.
I haven't read the Lady Thor comics, so I probably should to kind of understand what we could maybe look forward to moving forward. I certainly don't know, but I do know the outcome of her story. So, but I don't know how it happens. Um, but I'm excited, man. I don't know. Like you said, maybe there is a curveball, like plot twist. She's cured. Like like maybe there's something that goes down to give us a little bit of positivity within the MCU. Because for the while it's been the
I
Avengers have
wonder.
been taking a beating.
I wonder if they're gonna tie in her cancer to something that's going on within the MCU.
Maybe something happens and a large number of people get cancer or
Yeah,
something.
like maybe it's a negative reaction to the Terrigen mist or something.
Hmm.
You
Or
know?
even to the snap. Like for those who came back, they're
Yeah,
they're more prone to getting cancer. Maybe somehow.
yeah.
Um,
Or maybe their bodies are just their immune system isn't as built up or something because of the
yeah,
snap, or maybe that's why Spider-Man's Peter Tingle wasn't working. Because of the
yeah.
snap that. Well, that is actually why, because of the snap. That's what they said.
Hmm.
That's why he knew what was going on before he died, and then boom, he got snapped. He came back as Peter Tingle was messed up. You know what I mean? So
Hmm.
it's right.
And we actually don't know a whole lot about the repercussions of the snap. I mean, we got a little bit of details here and there, but we really don't know a whole lot of the repercussions.
I could go for a whole show that only focuses on the government and MCU, like trying to come back from the snap. I could go for a whole show like that.
It's M.O.D.O.K, bro.
Don't do that to me.
It's M.O.D.O.K,
Don't
bro.
do
No
that to
cap.
me, bro.
No cap. It's M.O.D.O.K.
Bro, nah,
Oh
no.
god.
Helicopter. It's not M.O.D.O.K. Don't do that to me, please, bro.
Oh, that'd be hella funny if that's true.
That would be heartbreaking for them to
I'd be
come out
triggered.
like that.
Um,
But I think there was reports of Damage Control, right? A
yes.
Damage Control show. Hopefully that could be it. Let Damage Control be them trying to come back from
Mm,
the snapping. You know what I
yeah.
mean?
Because I want to see more. I know that the director of Spider-Man always like, or at least for Far From Home, was like, "Yeah, we're going to show you all this and this and that,"
Mhm.
but we really didn't get a lot. So,
I mean, really think about if you have an entire thing, Damage Control, that is created to, well, obviously, as the name implies it, control the damage that's happening
mm,
from these Avenger level events, right? Everyone in the world disappears at the same time, so that means there's probably planes dropping out the sky. You know what I mean? Like, there's no way that no pilots were the ones that got snapped out of everyone that got snapped. So we got helicopters, planes falling out the sky, blowing up, probably government officials. We don't know if the president was one of the people that got snapped, in
yeah,
that time. So there is a whole bunch. There's so much stuff that could have been going on within the world. We could have came like, well, we know that Natasha and them were doing their thing during those 5 years,
yeah,
but still, like, we don't know how deep that goes, and I want to know. And oh my goodness, bro. Okay, I just came up with this right now, like in my brain right now as we were talking. What if that little thing that they had going was the Illuminati? when they were all talking, when Natasha was talking to everyone in the different places, uh she was talking to War Machine, Captain Marvel.
Yeah,
She was talking to Rocket. She was talking to everyone all at the same time. It was
maybe,
like six of them.
maybe
That could have that's the MCU's Illuminati right there.
that would be true.
They were talking about Namor. They were talking about all that stuff right then and there. That could have been their Illuminati, and they just didn't. No one caught on to it.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, I would be down for that.
That'd be cool. But then in what, Iron Man 2, we see
Mhm.
Tony's phone and it
And
has the Illuminati app.
yeah, so maybe
So
that's something that triggered once the snapping happened. You feel me? Like
mhm,
he was like, boop, he pressed the button or something. Like Natasha took over everything. That everyone like something had to go on, bro. Like,
yeah. And so
oh, and then we know we didn't have Nick Fury and the other one as well during
Amanda
those 5 years.
Hill?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Maria Hill.
Maria Hill, that's right. That's right. Who's Amanda?
I never thought about that. We didn't have Nick Fury for 5 years.
We had his counterparts, the Scrolls,
Mhm.
fill in for him.
Oh, that's.
Maybe it was the Scrolls that got snapped, not him per se,
I thought that too.
because we don't know when he got switched with, or when that switch happened. So it might have been the Scrolls that got snapped and not him. Um, and we'll just have to kind of wait and find out. Moving on, we have new stills from The Witcher. I love The Witcher. Season 1 was pretty awesome. A little difficult to understand in terms of pacing because it kind of does go all over the place, but it's a pretty awesome show. Did you get a chance to watch it?
I did not finish it.
Okay.
I started it, but I think I started watching something else instead, and then, but I did watch a good portion of it, I believe, because "Toss a Coin to Your Witcher" was like my theme song for it. Like I was gonna buy it as a ringtone because like
Mhm.
that was going crazy. But I am excited to see The Witcher 2, and I think Henry Cavill is a really good actor. Like
He's
I feel like
incredible right now.
we're gonna see amazingness from him going into the future with him being Superman. I don't think we can
Yep.
get a better Superman than Henry Cavill, honestly.
I know, that is so true. I'm gonna be, and
And
I'm glad we'll see him again in the Snyder Cut.
exactly.
And so
But didn't he say he doesn't want to be Superman anymore or something like that? But
I don't think that I think it's just a matter of the studio didn't want him being. I don't know. I don't know what went down. A lot of shit would happen, and then like he announced, "Yeah, sorry, I'm not going to be Superman anymore." And then like the Snyder Cut happened, and then
he was on the panel for the fandom thing or whatever.
Mhm.
So that's weird. Like it's like
I think they have a lot of stuff in store for him. It's just that they want to put him. I think they might have put him on the bench a little bit, kind of working some other stuff.
oh, I remember what happened. It was because they didn't want to give him another movie for a while, and he
Yeah,
wanted to be in another movie. And
yeah,
they were trying to Iron Man him, you know what I mean, and
yeah.
just feed him through the DC verse. And he
Mhm.
was like,
Yeah. But The Witcher, these photos, man, they're pretty badass. We see some new armor.
It's cool.
We see I forget the girl's name. We see a picture of the girl that he's been trying to find throughout the first season. She looks a little bit older, and I think we see a photo of Yennefer,
Yeah, I'm putting the photos up right now. You're flying.
his love interest per se. Yeah, see, look, there's Yennefer right there. Either looks like she's still messed up from what happened in season 1, possibly. Um, but yeah, I'm looking. I'm I'm glad to see that she seems to be growing up quite well. Looks like training, working hard, surviving. Um, but we'll have to wait and see what happens in season 2. Yep, and then there's another photo, back photo of the armor. Henry Cavill looking as badass as ever, as per usual. That sword is pretty dope too. So,
Yeah, that sword does look pretty lit.
but I don't know if there's a release date quite yet. But I
Mm.
know, I'm sure a lot of people out there are super pumped. I still haven't played the game. Have you ever played the game?
No, I hear it's like revolutionary. Like
That's
everyone
fair too.
loves The Witcher. Like,
Witcher 3 in particular is the one that
yeah.
I hear a lot about.
I mean, I think whenever video games spawn a movie or a
Mhm.
show, that show slash movie has to be amazing.
Yeah,
It has
definitely.
to be. Like, it's one thing when it's like a comic or a book adaptation. Is that what it is?
Adaptation.
Adaptation. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, it's one thing when it's like that, right? But when you have a video game, people get immersed in video games, I think, more than they do in comics and books and stuff,
Yep.
even television. You know what I mean? Like, because you are the character when you play the game. So you
Yeah.
can you really get to start to care. And people like role play to death on games as well, like to the umpteenth degree. So it, it all makes, it all makes it so much um, more meaningful, and there, I feel like you can't skip out on as much content as you'd like to. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
because when, like, with the, that's one of the reasons why the Assassin's Creed movie like failed. You know what I mean? It's like, bro,
It was pretty bad.
it's like, bro, these games are amazing. Every Assassin's Creed game is amazing. Like every single one of them, even when they're bad, they're good. It's one of those type of
They're
things.
getting a show on Netflix. I don't know if you heard about that.
I did not hear about that. That's awesome. I'm in for it.
I think
Netflix is amazing.
they just I
Cool.
think the news dropped yesterday or maybe today actually. I don't even know.
Yeah, that's
But
awesome.
apparently they're going to be getting a show. I don't know a whole lot of details.
Uh-huh.
But apparently they're getting a show and it's Netflix, so I'm pretty sure
It's gonna be amazing.
it'll be pretty
Like
amazing.
The Witcher.
So
It's
yeah,
gonna be like The Witcher level amazing. Like, come on, bro. It's gonna be
yeah.
really awesome.
So
I'm
with
pumped.
with the movie, I think people enjoyed him like the Assassin's Creed part, but outside of that, which is the rest of the movie,
Yeah.
sucked.
Like the actor, right? You mean like they enjoyed him as being the Assassin's
So
Creed? Or
like
you mean
when
like the
they're actually
Assassin's Creed?
back in time, like in the Assassin's Creed world, but I think it doesn't it go between real life and then yeah.
Yeah. Oh, so when it came to modern day, they didn't like it.
Yeah, all that yeah, and that was most of the movie apparently. So
Oh, that's trash.
whenever they were in the machine or whatever, like in the like Creed thing, it
Hmm.
was bad. It was pretty cool, from what I hear. But outside of that, it really wasn't that good of a movie.
Hmm.
So maybe the show be focused on that time period in general, and maybe it'll be fantastic. So we'll have to see what happens because Assassin's Creed is definitely one of the first games that I actually
Facts.
played on my
Facts.
PlayStation 3. Like I had played been games before, like Halo, but I had never really played a game like that before, and it was game changing.
Super immersive, open world. Like, yeah, that shit was awesome.
Some of my most stressful moments in gaming were from Assassin's Creed 2. Like I kid you not.
Yeah.
um,
Being
but
able
yeah,
to keep your world, all of that, that was dope. I think I'm gonna have to give Assassin's Creed another playthrough, like from start to finish. I think that would be a dope thing to do. You know, get a refresher of
mhm.
the amazingness. See how good it held held up over the years.
You know the hard part I hear about that is like once you play the newer games, going back to one
Oh yeah,
is gonna be rough.
yeah.
Um, and I think I might have tried playing one after I played two for a long time, and I was like, yeah, I can't play this.
Yeah, this is ridiculous.
Yeah. It's been a while though, so I'm sure that feeling wouldn't be the same if I just got into one right away. Um, plus there's like a lot of Assassin's Creed games right now. I would like to try the new one. The new one looks amazing.
Is
Um,
the new one, is that the Egypt one? The one that's like when he's on the pyramids?
no, the Viking one, the
Like,
one that's
oh, the new
yeah,
one.
it's not even out yet.
Already? Yeah, okay. I was about to say,
Yeah,
yeah, that's gonna be,
I think it comes out
woo,
next year.
that's gonna be amazing, bro.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited for that. That'd be pretty dope.
Be awesome. Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
That's what it is. Yeah,
That's gonna be dope as sauce.
that'd be pretty dope.
November 10th. Oh my god.
Wait, what? Oh snap!
November 10th, 2020.
See,
Oh my goodness. They just want us to be broke. That's what it is.
and it's not. It's frustrating. I'm going off a tangent right now, but
It's okay.
I'm trying to get my hands on a PlayStation 5, and just the next gen console in general.
Yeah.
If you don't have pre-ordered, you're screwed.
Yeah.
and it sucks because you're gonna be screwed for a long time. It's if it's like how it is now with just regular consoles,
Yeah.
you're not gonna be able to get one, and it's annoying and frustrating that Sony and Microsoft, both parties, probably really didn't take into consideration of like talking to uh companies and be like, okay, hey, we're gonna do this, but because of everything that's going down, you need to limit how many people can buy it. Like how, because like when
Oh yeah.
PlayStation 5s went on sale at Target, people were
Bye.
bragging about buying
Bye.
40, 50 of them. See you in Christmas, like literally. And like there was no limit put. And then within seconds sold out. Because you had all those people and then you had bots. People who have bots just buying everything they can.
Damn.
And it's the same case for both the PlayStation and Xbox. And uh
I know Sony went into this with
they
a,
messed up their shit though. They
yeah,
they
like
they messed it up.
like they had a shortage of consoles from the get go. Like it was like Microsoft had like 20,000, they had like 7. Like
Yeah.
they were like shit. We did not realize that it was going to be so expensive to make our PS5s.
Yeah. To be fair, it wasn't necessarily their fault because I think the day they announced the release of the PlayStation, like, okay, hey, pre-order is going to be on this day, and then Walmart that day was like, no, pre-orders now, and then all of a sudden, all the other retailers were like, well, shit, maybe we should offer ours, and that's when all the other retailers were like, oh, okay, let's all do this at the same time, and they completely blew off Sony's date, and that's what happened. And then after that, Microsoft was like, hey, that's not happening with ours, and so and we saw that when they did release theirs, it took a lot longer for theirs to sell out. Some might say it's Xbox, they don't have enough fans, but on the other hand, it's like they just had more available to pre-order.
Yeah, they had way more available from the get go. Like they,
Um,
yeah.
and then like I don't know, it's just the whole process it's been rough, man. And so like I want to buy new games, but it's like I don't want to buy them for the like the Xbox I
But
have now and stuff.
the cross gen bundles, like
That's true.
for Cold
That's
War,
true.
like they
With
have
Cold War, I don't know
$70.
about.
I think most of the games are doing that because I think that was one of the things with Marvel's Avengers. They had said that you're going to be able to
Mhm.
play it on. You know what I mean? Like it's
Yeah,
most things are becoming cross generational only because they know, like, bruh, I'm not not everybody got $600 right now, but not everybody's
yeah,
gonna want to buy a game twice. So
yeah.
are you gonna lose out on that just because of that? You know, no, you're
Hmm.
not. You're gonna make it cross gen so they can play. Like you should just be able to have Xbox One settings and then Xbox Series X settings. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
in the game, like on like you play it, switch it on Blu-ray, motherfucker. Like it's just
yeah. It's been a whole nightmare. And then with GameStop, oh my,
yeah, poor GameStop.
they're okay. So I don't know. I haven't told you about this. So like me and Rauru had gone
Mm.
out of town to pick up some stuff, possibly, and then it was the same day that GameStop. Oh yeah, we're getting more pre-orders in, right? And so all these we go to all these different GameStops out of town. All the GameStops were only getting 7, 6 consoles. Some had 2. Um, and then like the next day we're like, hey, or we get on the way home, we're like, oh hey, they're gonna be online. We're like, okay, bet. We go online, we're on the page, we're in line, and then come to find out it was only for the bundle. And the bundle's like $800. And no one they didn't tell anyone that. So all these thousands of people that were waiting in line for a regular PS5 were screwed because they weren't in the line to get a bundle. And then not only that, GameStop employees and uh, owners at certain locations were getting the pre-orders for themselves and
Yeah.
selling them to their friends and family.
Oh,
Like, and so it was a total nightmare. And that was the last time we've ever heard about anything regarding the pre-orders for PlayStation 5s. Um, we haven't got anything since. So
damn.
it's a nightmare. Total nightmare.
Yeah, that's crazy.
um, but anyways, back to our breakdown. Um,
Back to our normal schedule.
yes. WB delaying their DC films.
Yeah.
Not surprising.
Nope.
Um, they pushed back Black Adam. They actually don't have a release date for that yet. The Batman is pushed back to March 4th of 2022. The Flash is pushed back to November 4th of 2022, and Shazam 2 has been pushed back to June 2nd of 2023. So these are no like little, these are big boy delays. So
Oh, like it seems like all of 2021 is gonna just be like 2020. Like
yeah.
that's basically it. We're gonna be in the house. Ain't shit gonna be happening. That's it. Like
It's gonna be like, oh yeah, 20, it's like us in 19. 2019 is 2020 is gonna be so great. It's gonna be awesome. One weekend. Hey, we're almost in World War III. You guys need to kind of
yeah.
prepare. And we're like, wait, what? And then I only can imagine what's gonna happen in 2020. Maybe it'll be a good year. But we say that every year and it seems to get worse.
Right.
So
Like, come on, bro. That's crazy.
um
This is the last thing we expected.
so it might be a good move. I don't know. I don't know how the behind the scenes it's been. Maybe Black Adam has had COVID-19 issues or something, you know.
Mm.
So that might be the case. Maybe I know the Batman, they got delayed already. This is the second delay for the Batman, technically, I guess you could say.
It is.
Remember they had to stop production for like a week because of they had a well, it wasn't delayed that whole lot of time, but it was
Oh,
pushed back, I think.
yeah, I know what you're talking about.
But I don't know. What are your thoughts?
Hey, like we said before, as long as they're not giving us no BS dates, pushing back 2 months at a time, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I'm not worried about it. And it's not like I was waiting for any DC movie to come
that's
out.
true.
So it doesn't really, you know what I mean? It doesn't really affect anything in the grand scheme of DC or any, nothing. Like,
We've just been waiting on Marvel, man. Just
yeah,
waiting on Marvel.
that's what it is. We're just waiting on Marvel, yo. So they have that in their court, is that
Yep.
they get to world build and do all the shit
And if
throughout.
they drop the ball, we got DC to rely on.
Yeah,
So
like yeah, exactly. Yeah, but and then we got the Snyder cut coming. Like, you know what I mean?
I'm so pumped for that,
That's
man.
the only thing that people care about.
Mhm.
That's the only thing people care about is the Snyder cut.
And
So
reshoots are going for that right now, currently. We'll
mhm,
get into that a little later. But yeah, it's exciting time. Obviously right now it's not too exciting, but in the next 2 years, I guess you could say, hopefully it'll be some of the greatest times to be a part of the whole movie world. Because we're going to be able to see some of the biggest movies that we never got to see because of COVID.
yeah,
Um, it'll be pretty exciting.
I still haven't seen Tenet.
I haven't either. I wanted to go right before Regal closed.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but I think the closest one.
The little like VOD stuff, the video on demand. I think everything's on video on demand now. No,
Mm-mm. The
no.
only thing that's on video on demand right now that's brand new is Love and Monsters, which checked it out. We have a review for it on our Discord. Um, and everything else is kind of like I don't really know. But Love and Monsters is like the newest one that's kind of available right now.
Okay.
But movies are still getting released in theaters though, which is kind of annoying. Because none of ours are open. And that kind of sucks.
Yeah, I
But
was talking to this dude on the game yesterday in Florida. He's like, "Nah, bro, our theaters are open." Oh, well, that's nice for you.
yep, must be nice.
Yeah, it must be nice, bro, because it's not like that for literally us. Like,
Yeah, it's pretty bad. But yeah, you know, for all you DC fans, I might have to wait a little longer, but it's coming. It's coming. Be patient. Patient.
slowly but surely.
Um, Up next, we do have our first big picture poster for Jurassic World Dominion. I'm a huge Jurassic Park fan and Jurassic World fan.
Oops.
Um, this is super exciting. However, it is also delayed until June 10th of 2022, um, along with all the DC films. So 2022 so far, just with the delays we got this year, it's gonna be a big year. I know we have a couple of Marvel movies in there as well. Um, so let's go ahead and take a look at this poster and let's give our thoughts. And there it is. It's nothing crazy. Almost kind of gives you like a little flashback to the first Jurassic World, or yes, the first Jurassic Park, where we kind of see the Ember and the mosquito. Um,
It reminds me of like a video game token.
It does. It does remind me of a video game.
Like if you were like at the Dino, like the Dino arcade, that would be their, that would be the
Hmm.
coins that they have. Or if you're playing like a dinosaur, if you're playing like a Jurassic Park
Hmm.
game, that's how the money would look. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The Dino coins or whatever.
You
Hey
know,
man, the Jurassic Park movies have come a long way from we saw Jurassic. What was it? What was the first one?
Jurassic Park. I think it's just called Jurassic Park. I'm pretty sure.
Like the first reboot, like when they
Oh,
re
that's
it.
Jurassic World. I'm sorry. I believe it's
What
just
was
Jurassic
the
World.
last?
The last one was,
Because this is the third installment, right?
yeah, the last one was Jurassic World Extinction. No, is it Extinction?
I have no idea.
All I know is, like, when thinking about it, the Jurassic Park and Jurassic World like universe is like the only other universe that's built up that could be just as good or compete with the MCU.
Hell
Kind
no.
of, kind of not. There's almost like,
Pirates of the Caribbean.
oh, you know what? That is true. That's true. I don't know. The first three are where it's at for me. After that, they're kind of garbage.
Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, and then
Fallen
Jurassic
Kingdom. That's what it is.
Dominion. This one is Dominion, right?
Yeah. I think the rumored name for this one, this third part, was Extinction, but it turned out to be Dominion.
Mm.
You really think Pirates of the Caribbean deserves to be a part of that too?
What?
The first three, man. The first three.
Okay.
After that, I
How
can't.
dare you?
Okay, I can't with everything past three.
Bro, it is an entire world built up, bro. Come on, bro. Like that is Pirates of the Caribbean is the pirate version of the MCU, basically. You know what I mean? Like
It is a pretty lore
sturdy, bro. Come on, yo. Like it's up there. It's like, you got Star Wars, you got Star Trek, you got what's the other
I
one?
don't know why all these movies just kind of popped in my head. I just wasn't even thinking about anything else. I was just like, Jurassic Park. Yes.
Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter, and then I would say like you can put Jurassic Park somewhere,
Okay,
right?
yeah. I redact my statement from before.
Pirates of the Caribbean somewhere in there as well. Because it's just like it's like Pirates of the Caribbean and Jurassic Park are like at the same level
Yeah.
of excitement.
It's COVID-19 talking. It's COVID-19 talking.
Especially because I feel like, and you got Fast and the Furious, but I've
That's
never
true.
been a fan of that series. Like
That series is
it's just been
wild. It's wild to say the least.
It's off into Hobbs and Shaw. Still have never seen that movie either. Like, yeah, I'm over it.
It's all right. It's all right. You know, kind of want to give them all a rewatch.
Is it worth the watch?
Yeah.
So you give it the Marvel Bros stamp of approval.
It's a fun movie to watch. It's by no means is it. Right. It's if you're bored, you want a movie to watch. It's a good movie to watch. By no means is it like Oscar worthy.
Hey, speaking of that, I just wanted to say real quick, I think Netflix's new option to just play something random is the best thing ever.
I've never used it. Does it just play something random?
It literally just plays something random. Like me and Remy, like if we doing our like just a little chill date night or something, eating, chilling, we just don't know what to watch, what to do. We just random.
What movies have you guys watched because of it?
We actually started watching a show because of it. The 100.
Oh, so it's movies and shows.
Yeah, we started watching the 100 because of it.
It's a good show.
That show is awesome.
I watched the first season.
Yeah, we're in the first season right now. It's super sad, super good.
It's pretty emotional, serious.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I think every streaming service should have something like that. I would rather do it on Hulu or HBO Max though, but Netflix is good too.
I never would have thought a feature like that would be come in handy, and
I agree, but I've seen the TikTok challenges where they be like, oh, you just go to Walmart and then you just pick random snacks, random food, random movies.
Yeah,
and that would be something that you could integrate into that as well. Just do a random Netflix show. Like that could be a show like random reviews where we watch random Netflix movies and then review them. Like, man,
yeah. So yeah. Hopefully you guys are just as excited about Jurassic World.
Oh, and Planet of the Apes. Sorry, forgot.
That is true.
I forgot about that one.
How
Planet
do
of
you feel about the Mark Wahlberg one? I love that one.
haven't seen it.
What? It's a classic. I don't know.
Is
That
that
one.
I hear that's like kind of the best one a little bit, but
That one's low
it's
key my favorite
controversial.
one.
It's kind of I hear some controversial things about that because I know people weren't too keen because there's of those as well, right? If I'm not mistaken,
No, it's just
there's
the
only two.
one.
What?
I think they're. It's just one.
What are you talking about?
With Mark Wahlberg, there's only one.
No, no, no. There's like 3 installments of the new Planet of the Apes.
Oh yeah. That's it's
Oh,
not with Mark. It's not Mark. It's those are.
what's his name? Caesar.
Yeah, that's the whole Caesar.
Oh, and
And
another one that we can add to the list is Transformers. Sorry.
that's true. That's true.
Uh,
Um, we see young Caesar or
yes.
old Caesar in the Mark Wahlberg one.
Oh,
Technically,
okay.
like
Okay.
he's an old man and he dies of old age. If I
I'm gonna
remember.
have to watch that one. I'm gonna
Yeah,
have to
it's for how old it is, man. Like I haven't watched it in a while, but a lot of it was practical effects. Like I had it on cassette tape. Like that's how old. Like it was on VCR.
tell what
Like
you're
I
talking
had a
about.
copy of it on VCR.
What are we talking about right now? What are we
um,
talking about right now? For real? Are we talking
uh, not Animal Planet, Planet of the Apes. Um, the Mark Wahlberg.
on cassette tape, bro? I don't know what you're. I don't know. I don't know
Here, look up Mark Wahlberg, Planet of the Apes.
because they redid the Planet of the Apes movies.
Because there's a lot of them. There's a lot of Planet of the Apes movies. Um,
Yeah, because the first one is with James Franco, the ones that I'm talking about. Like,
yeah, that's the newest part of the trilogy. This is like because they're all the old school ones that our parents grew up watching, and even maybe their parents.
yeah,
And then it was Mark Wahlberg, early 2000s.
yes, the 2001.
Then there was nothing, and then it was the new trilogy that I have now.
Okay, I've been talking about the new trilogy the whole
Yeah.
time.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, the one that started in 2017 or something.
Hmm. They're good, man. They're good.
They are good. I loved the first Planet of the Apes. I loved the second one as well. I did not see the last one, the third
I
one.
own the third, but I haven't watched it.
I also haven't watched the one that you're talking about, the 2001 Planet of the Apes.
The cool thing about the 2001 one is it's all the apes and stuff are pretty much practical effects, or they're all real,
Yeah,
like in costume.
yeah,
In the newest trilogy, I believe it's all CGI,
yeah.
like suit, like which is cool and it looks cool.
So
But
Rise of the Planet of the Apes, Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, and then War for the Planet of the Apes. That's the
yeah,
new trilogy. Okay, all
yeah,
right, okay. And I haven't seen War for the Planet of the Apes. I've seen Rise and Dawn. Those are
yeah.
both good. And honestly, I do not know which one I like more when it comes to the Jurassic World and when it comes to the Planet of the Apes because those are both
Tough one, man.
like they're both very good character development. The whole thing, like it's there. And then to give an ape character development is fucking crazy. But
In
they,
terms of character development, I think Planet of the Apes one would Planet of the Apes would definitely win for me.
mm,
Obviously we see a little bit of character, at least with the newest Jurassic World trilogy, we do see character development and stuff like that. But I feel like we get more connected and get a bigger connection with Caesar and
yeah.
his growth. Obviously, because as he gets older or as he grows, they get smarter. So,
Uh-huh.
because we do see him from a baby
Is there
ape.
one dinosaur that we focus on in Jurassic Park that matters throughout the entire amalgamation of
The
it?
raptor's always been like the main because it's like they're like among the most deadliest
Oh,
dinosaurs in
oh,
like the dinosaur kingdom.
okay.
But we're never really around the same. I think maybe Blue, which is a raptor that we see quite a bit. Um,
Because they just made that big ass one, right? Like that didn't have anything
yeah,
to
the
do.
Abdominus Rex.
That didn't span over the three though,
Yeah,
right?
no.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
And then they made another one, right?
Yeah, which is Fallen Kingdom.
Okay.
And we see we see the Raptors again. Pops up the whole storyline around the Raptor.
Okay.
Similar to the whole that we see in the first one. And 3, we don't know. We know what happens in Fallen Kingdom, obviously. They escape, and so now there's dinosaurs in the real world. We saw that little short film where a T-Rex and another Triceratops. I think it's a Triceratops. I don't remember. I don't. The rhino dinosaur looking thing that's super big.
Yeah,
Basically, fought a T-Rex at a campground. In a short film.
I need to
I don't
see.
know if you saw that, but it was on FX. It was pretty awesome. It was a short little uh short film, and it was pretty cool. And it was like from the standpoint that everyone knows that dinosaurs are out there, and they're just kind of like it's like at a huge campground, and I think one of the daughters goes out to make some s'mores, and all of a sudden a ruckus happens, and people are running, and then everything's just getting destroyed because these two dinosaurs are kind of battling it out. Um, and I'm pretty sure that's what happens.
Oh, that's pretty dope. I'm gonna have to watch that after this. That's
I
how
don't know what it's called, but I'm sure you could find it on YouTube. Or
like Jurassic Park short or something.
yeah,
I can't. I love the idea of like that they went with the new Jurassic World thing.
yeah,
I feel like
it's a good direction.
on the first one,
Hmm.
and it makes it a lot better in my
Yeah,
eyes. You know what I mean? Because it's like, of course, that's what would happen. That's what would happen. They
yeah,
would fucking roam the world and fucking take over and shit. You know
yeah.
what I mean? Like there's, I just can't wait to see how there is coexisting in this new world. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Are people still living in the same type of houses and shit now that the dinosaurs are walking around?
I know that is so true. It's something so real to think about because you never know. You'll be eating dinner, all of a sudden a freaking raptor comes to your window, just takes your
Exactly.
wife or your daughter, and just runs off.
Is it normal to have fucking guns in your house? Like, is it like a mandated thing? Is there not like the same type of gun laws? Because now we got to fight these raptors when we go to work. Like,
Yep.
like, are they utilize? Is it like Flintstone shit where they're utilizing Triceratops in everyday to day work as
Yeah.
means to cut down on prices with machines? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's happening? I think they could build it on anything, bro.
We'll have to see, man. I'm excited. And
Every human is just going to be scared everywhere. Like our military is not like that. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Our military is no one's military is like that. We're not just about to cower from nothing, niggas. We're fighting you, like for sure.
Hmm.
Like we got tanks. You might be a T-Rex, but we got tanks.
Yep.
I don't think you can win against a tank. That's what's been like the biggest thing about the dinosaurs is they're just going up against like everyday people, just random
Hmm.
people at a zoo or something like that. But you're going up against the military. I don't know.
We'll see. And we're getting the original trio that we see in the first Jurassic Park, a part of Jurassic World Dominion. So it's exciting.
Yeah, that's
I'm pumped. So with that said, moving forward, we have a lot of Spider-Man related news.
a lot.
Um, First off, there's a huge rumor of Dr. Spencer, Smythe, and the Spider Slayers are rumored to be in Spider-Man 3.
What?
So I don't know a whole lot about them, but he seems to be like a Doc Ock type of figure where he makes these like machines that are created to kill Spider-Man. So it's like a Sinister Six of robots that this doctor creates, it seems like.
What?
Um, and it's in the comics, apparently.
That's crazy.
But beyond that, I really don't have a lot of info on who he is or what he does.
I
I
don't.
think I read about it. Let me.
He's not in my book. And then you said, what is it? Spider Slayers or Spencer Smythe? Hmm. Oh. Um,
So Smythe is a mad robotics genius who first appeared in the Amazing Spider-Man 25 in June of 1965. He appealed. Smythe appealed to Jameson to finance a robot to capture Spider-Man, which proved to be more of a challenge than the hero expected. Smythe made other, more powerful versions of the robot after that first matchup, and his son Alistar continued making Spider Slayers after Smythe died in Amazing Spider-Man number 192. Okay.
And the Spider Slayers.
Jameson. So J.K. Simmons' character hired Smythe during the comics, it seems like, to capture Spider-Man.
Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, the first series of robots were originally designed and built by Dr. Spencer Smythe with the financial backing of J. Jonah Jameson, who piloted them for the pleasure of personally hunting the superhero he hated for capture.
I
However,
didn't know that.
Man always managed to defeat each robot in turn. Smythe's continual efforts to perfect his machines backfired on him, leading to himself being fatally contaminated by radiation poisoning from the building materials of his creations. Blaming both Jameson and Spider-Man for this, he attempted as a final act to murder them both, but he died just before Spider-Man thwarted the attempt.
Wow. I wonder if we'll be able to see that. J. Jonah Jameson as a villain, low key. Like, I don't know.
That'd be cool.
I wouldn't expect to see that in the MCU, especially after what we see in Sam Raimi's Spider-Man.
Oh
But
yeah, he like sticks up for him.
yeah, he like sticks up for him, and so I'm
But
excited.
comics book though, it's it's a different story. Like
A
it's
different world, different world.
definitely more Spider-Man news, right?
Hmm. And so right after that, another possible title. Um, Obviously we've gotten a couple of these in the past.
Mhm.
Spider-Man 3, Homeworlds. Low key kind of makes sense. I can feel it. I can I can take that.
That was way
The
it was
last one was kind of like, why? I don't remember the name of it.
home run.
Home Run, I think. No,
The first one was home run, and then the second one was homesick, and then now we got this one. I think
that's
that
true. I think
because
this one's the one that makes the most sense.
I was like, what the hell? Why is it home run? And then
Yeah,
the next rumor was homesick. And I was like, okay, now that makes sense if we're going into this multiverse and he's not in his home. If he
yeah,
got running away, he on the run because everybody knows it's him, he would be homesick. And then we said he'd be in space with Captain Marvel or something, and that's probably why he's homesick. But nah,
yep,
he's Doctor Strange going to different multiverses.
yep.
Um, I don't know. I don't know how about Spider-Man 3 Homeworlds, like I feel it, but I
I'm
don't
down for just Spider-Man 3 at this point because we've been getting so much news. Like it almost doesn't need a title; it just needs a photo
for
of
real.
everyone that's going to be in it. Um,
Literally.
and leading into our next one, we have Miles Morales possibly making an appearance in Spider-Man 3.
Yes, and for the pictures I've seen of this, it is the kid from Stranger Things. I can't think of his name.
Wait, really?
Yes, I've seen concept art of him being the Miles Morales, and I'm not too happy about that, but
Well,
it is what it is.
apparently Marvel already has their eyes on who they would want to play a live version of Miles Morales. They haven't said who that is though.
Mm,
Um,
I hope it's not the Stranger Things kid.
I don't think it would be. I feel
Does
like
kind of look like the Spider Verse movie version though, but just like skinnier.
I don't feel like he'd be that young though. Do you think they'd cast someone that young?
He's not young anymore. You gotta
Well,
remember.
he's not as young as he was in the beginning, but he's also not as old as I would think. At least from what we see in the game, like, or at least we haven't even seen the game yet. But from what we see from the new like game coming out, um,
Now he's a. Well, you haven't played the Spider Man game, right?
yeah, I haven't played that game yet.
Yeah. Miles Morales is like the same age as Tom Holland in the MCU, basically.
Oh, okay.
He might even be a little bit older because it doesn't seem like he's in high school. Like he might be in
Hmm.
his early 20s. He's in his early 20s. Spider Man's in his late 20s. You feel me? Like I think it's
Yeah.
like that.
So I'm excited to see how they all put. And again, this all goes in tie with what we were talking about with Doctor Strange, and
Yes.
how he would be playing a big role in the MCU moving forward. And I think this is where we're first going to be able to see that. Actually, correction. WandaVision is because apparently we're going to see him in WandaVision. So that'll be the first time we kind of see him do his thing, and then the impact of it we'll probably see even more in Spider-Man 3. And then not only that, on top of that, we have rumors of Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield joining Spider-Man 3 as well. That's insane.
Yeah,
that's insane.
I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, like literally, like
this
everyone's
is all the stuff we were talking about.
Everyone's dream of one day happening. The last couple years. Oh yeah, all three in the same movie. Like, oh my gosh, this is gonna be awesome.
Yeah,
it's happening.
Yeah,
like it's official. Like literally, it's official. And I don't even know what to say.
Official or is it still a rumor? Is it a hello?
Wait, say that again. I'm sorry.
Is it official or is it like still a rumor?
This is
like
official. Last I heard, Andrew's on. And I think the last thing I heard, Garfield was still in negotiations, but I think it's official now. Yeah. And so, or Tobey Maguire. I'm sorry if I said Andrew twice. But for the most part, I believe everything is official on that part.
That's dope.
And so it's a crazy time to live, like we said. But again, COVID. So God knows when we'll be able to actually see this in person. So I'm pumped.
Yeah,
this is
still like it's gonna be amazing.
Like it's so crazy. Like I don't even know what to say. Like I it's one of those.
That's a fact. It's like dang, like what? Whoa. Whoa.
It's wild. It's a wild time. And then,
bro, the multiverse is real, dog. Like
it's happening.
It's happening.
It's literally happening, and we're seeing it unfold before the movie's
even. Electro, that's Jamie Foxx. Like, bro, it's happening in real time. Like, we are literally seeing multiverse come together.
Awesome. And it's crazy because, like, why Electro? Like, why just bring back just Electro? And then, like, the next week, we're like, whoa, what the hell? And then we get all this news a week later, and we're like, okay.
That makes sense.
Makes sense. I understand it. And then, so yeah, it's a wild world.
Yeah.
And moving in to our last topic,
the link that I sent you in our chat, it shows it's a pretty cool picture. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, how old is he now?
He's 19.
He's 19. Is he really 19?
Yeah, bro.
Has it really been that long?
Bro, it's been years. There's about to be a 4th season, so that's 4 or 5 years. That's
damn. How old was he when he was in the first season? I feel hella old.
If he's 19 now, Stranger Things season 1. (2016)
Damn, he was that
old. 15. So he was 15. Yeah,
he does not look 15.
Yeah, they were all like 15 playing younger kids though. Like they were all like 15 playing 12-year-olds basically.
Damn, that's crazy. It's actually pretty good concept art though.
Isn't that dope, bro? Like when I saw it, I was like, ooh, like. And I think it's because of how he is in Stranger Things that I don't think he could do a good job as Miles Morales. But I might be wrong completely. I might be completely wrong about that.
I don't know. I don't really know how Miles Morales is. Besides how we see him in Into the Spider-Verse, I don't really know how he's supposed to kind of be in live action. Besides,
so that's basically it. That's basically they got him down pretty good. I think they gave him more of an urban feel, but they still got him like down, like really good, like his with the parents. But I think his dad dies though in the comics, not his uncle. That's the only difference.
I did like how they did that though. That was pretty intense. How his uncle died.
Yeah.
Got real fast, and I was like, oh. Fast. I'm excited, man, It's a wonderful time to be an MCU fan. Um, only if you really kind of pay attention to the news, though. If you're just kind of waiting for the movies and TV, it's kind of rough. But if you're kind of sitting back, listening to all this news unfold,
That's true.
and kind of watching everything as it's happening,
I mean, yeah.
it's pretty awesome. So we'll just have to wait and see how it unfolds.
I agree.
But on our last topic of the day so far, Jared Leto will apparently be reprising his role as the Joker in Justice League Snyder Cut. What? I don't know.
I didn't like Jared Leto as Joker though, so I'm not. That doesn't make me excited. You know what I mean? Like,
I feel like we didn't see enough to really give us a reason to like him. They just kind of had him there. They didn't really give us similar to they what's it called? They Artemis fouled him.
oh, I thought you were gonna say they cyborged him,
Oh,
but
well,
yeah,
that probably works too.
yeah, they did Artemis foul him though. You're right.
They Artemis fouled him, and for those of you who don't know what that means, it means they give you a character that's so badass, but don't give him a reason to be badass.
And then they poop on his chest.
Yeah, like kill him off, and it's like, wow, I'm supposed to be upset now.
Jared Leto. Okay, I'm sorry, but he is the worst Joker that we've ever had.
You know,
I've seen it. Have you ever seen the picture where it's four? There's four Jokers. It's the Mark Hamill Joker. It's the Heath Ledger Joker.
mm-hmm.
It's the not Jared Leto. It's the other one. What's the
Jack Nicholson?
Phoenix and the Jack Nicholson. It's all those four Jokers, right? And then it has them like one standing right here, one over here, and then one down here. And then the one that's at the top is standing on Jared Leto. He's like standing on him. And
he wasn't really well liked, man.
I think he was. I just don't think he was like, bro. He wasn't even Joker. Like,
yeah. You know, maybe one day
like auto-tune, like nothing about that was good. Like it didn't help him. Like nothing helped. And he's not a bad actor, and that's why I know he just didn't do a good job at Joker. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like there's some people just can't do a good job at something.
And it might not have been his fault.
Like I was about to say that. Yeah, it might not have been his fault.
Sony, Fox, they have a tendency to kind of rush things, like we've seen in the past.
Warner Brothers, yeah, for real. Warner Brothers probably was like, "Nah, bro, we want this Joker. We don't want any other Joker. We want this one."
Yep. And but apparently he really didn't get a chance to shine. They cut out a lot of his scenes. Apparently, I know Jared Leto's been very vocal about that since the release of just Suicide Squad. But there's also a huge following now that maybe one day we'll get a Suicide Squad Air cut because the Snyder cut was approved. And so I'm assuming if the
WB shits on their movies and now everyone has to make petitions. Petitions to get the actual version that was supposed to come out.
Now, that says that's if Snyder cut does well.
I don't think Snyder cut can do bad. Honestly,
I don't think they can make it bad. I think they just make it better.
The Justice League was the worst movie, like, bro, ever. Like,
was it though? Was it?
Green Lantern was Justice League.
I can't. I don't know. Green Lantern was pretty trash. It was doo-doo. Dog shit.
Hey, Fantastic Four and Justice League were like on par. You know what I mean? Like they were on par with each other.
Wait, are you talking about the new Fantastic Four? Bro, not even, bro. Not even. Stop the cap, bro. I'm telling you. That, okay.
Bro, the new Justice League movie is
it's low-key unwatchable. Trash. Like, what? It's so bad.
The League movie is trash. The Fantastic Four movie is trash, bro. Like, they just did it. They did not do it good. Like, okay, the only cool part in that entire Justice League movie is when Superman fights the Justice League. Like, that's it. That's it. That's it. That's the only memorable part of that entire movie, bro. Come on. Like, what else is cool about that? What else was dope? Like,
you know, I don't know.
Nothing. when
I was a huge
Flash
fan of
was
Snyder
running,
Cut's universe,
and
though.
then Superman was just like, bro, that was the dumbest thing ever. Like, bro, he was like, nigga, I see you.
It's just crazy to think that the person who made Avengers made that.
That is true. That is true.
He
That
fucked it up. Like,
it's yeah, bro. He
I don't
did it.
know what he was thinking.
He did it on purpose.
Low key, like literally, was like, I'm gonna sabotage these douchebags. Watch,
Like,
I'm
bro.
gonna fuck them up. And then, like, by that point, WB was like, Snyder, I'm sorry, but you're fired. Low key, down the down low. Obviously, that wasn't the narrative that we were told, but I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure that's what went down. I think WB was just trying to find an excuse to get rid of him. Unfortunately,
For nothing. Like for nothing. For having a vision.
and actually wanted to create something cool.
I think if they would have allowed it, Zack Snyder could have been their Kevin Feige.
Yep, I think so too.
That's just how I feel. Like I think he could have done the best job of like creating a DC verse that people care.
I wouldn't care if his movie came out to be 4 hours. I really wouldn't. I'd sit through all 4.
Oh, yeah, I'd sit through the entire. I'd block out my day. Like, bro,
Yep.
it's bad. Like, yep, let's do it.
And if anything at the 2 hour mark, have a little cut, like have a sequenced break. All right, guys. Hey, you have 15 minutes. Just kind of walk around, go get food, do something. Maybe longer. Who knows? Like come back for part 2 later. I don't know how that would work, but I wouldn't be. I'd be down for that. Be a whole day.
Bro, that would be dope as fuck.
Yep.
Part one is from like noon to 2, and then part 3 starts at 4 to 6. You feel me?
Yeah.
Give you a little hour break in the middle.
Yep.
Go eat, do what you do, come back, be there for the next hour. You feel me?
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, I'm down for that. I sat through Endgame 7 times, like in the theater. Like, bro, come on, I'm definitely there for that. Like,
yeah, it's definitely doable.
Minutes,
And with that said, our pop culture update has come to an end.
Wrap that one up with a bow.
Yep. So hopefully you guys learned something new. I know a lot of this stuff, it's a little old at this point, but I know a lot of people don't necessarily follow
pop culture news.
Yeah, they don't keep up. So hopefully you guys are just as shocked as we were when we found out about a lot of this news. Before we come to a close, make sure to follow us on all our social medias at MarvelBros23 on our Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Also, don't forget to follow our YouTube channel, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and let us know how we're doing. Just
let us know how you feel. Jump in the conversation. You know what I mean? And
like the combo.
I always say, yo, like I always say, like he always says, like we always say, yo, we got a website, www.marvelbros.com. You can get merchandise. You can join the conversation on there. You can watch this live video on our website because it's on there right now as well. The whole shebang, you can keep up with the news that's coming out, and not to mention our Discord that we now have open to the public, to everybody. You just jump in there. You can read the reviews that Battery does on there. You can keep up with the Twitter updates that we get, the YouTube videos that we post, everything. You got all of it. And you can jump in the discussion about the crazy things that are going on in the pop culture world, Marvel world, DC world, whatever it is.
Yep.
So, but with that being said, I think we can just go ahead and, call that cut that thing, So we'll see you guys next week or not next week, on Sunday. Is that the next time we'll see them, or
possibly? That's what we have to talk about after this.
We will see you guys next time.
Catch you guys later. Peace.